Hello everyone, Shadefyre here, and welcome to another Boss Bytes in Elden Ring. This is the full-grown Fallingstar Beast, a boss that I haven't actually fought yet, so I don't know how long this video is going to be, but it is a particularly weird-looking creature, and it appears to be a living meteorite, because stuff from space kind of plays an important role in this game. All of the gravity magic comes from space, supposedly, from meteorites and whatnot. And this creature is full of gravity magic, but it's just a very strange-looking thing, and it's a cool arena because it's literally just like an impact crater. So, I'm gonna give this guy a go. Also, I tried jumping up here with Torrent, and it immediately set off the boss fight. So I jumped off the cliff again, be like, okay, well, I don't want to start the video already in the fight, and I fucking died because I hit the cliff instead of landing on the pad. It's a very weird, like, it looks like some kind of scorpion combined with, like, iron filings. So I've already fought one of these that was not fully grown, I guess, because it was just called Fallingstar Beast, in a dungeon. Ooh, that's new. I was trying to find my runes. There they are. But I imagine I'll have less trouble with this guy than I had with Gelmir, because he is a big enemy, and big enemies are usually easier than humanoid ones. Are you gonna stop charging at some point? Okay, that does a lot less damage. I might have to switch to my magic sword, because I think this guy will take more damage from magic, because he's basically all armored crust. So slashing and piercing isn't going to do as much to him. But if I can get a crit on him... Oh, gravity magic. I could also be using Torrent against this guy, but I find that I prefer not to use Torrent if I don't have to. Wow, I got hit by every single one of those. So I remember the first Fallingstar Beast being fairly easy. However, I actually ran into this one before that one. I just kind of sprinted past this guy. I was like, I'll come back to that later, because I was trying to find the map for Mount Gelmir. It's hard to get a charge attack on this guy. I love the weird design, though. Like, From has always been good at coming up with very strange enemies. Except for Dark Souls 2, where they decided that all of the bosses should just be knights. Various flavors of knights. Not all the bosses, but it's a significant number. Where is my Carrion Knight Sword? I'm gonna see if this does better damage because of the magic on it. But yeah, like the visual when you come up here, you just see this crater with a monster in the middle. It's pretty great. Yep. Single hit knocks me off my horse. Really wish there was a way to boost that. Okay, it actually does less damage. Alright, this is the real way to avoid these attacks, just to run. I feel like I can't get close enough to hit him. Like, despite how big he is, most of my attacks are just whiffing. I'm so tempted to use the big, giant fucking sword. God damn it. That should have at least hit his tail. He keeps fucking backing up before attacking. I think getting a crit is probably the best way to take this guy down. But I don't think I'm going to get that with this sword. It's a little too small. And for some reason, the charge-up attack is so slow with its tiny sword. And he's doing bleed buildup whenever he hits me with the tail. I tried to go for him. Well, just wasted a charge. So I don't think we're beating him on this attempt. Alright, Caria Night Sword, not the right choice here. It's not any better. It's actually considerably worse than my other sword. My other option is to try the Ice Rind and see if the ice will at least trigger on him, because I'm pretty sure we can't bleed him with one of my bleed weapons. But so far I've yet to find an enemy that is immune to frostbite. Probably some ice enemies, though, if there's a snow area. Alright, well, that doesn't seem to be doing better damage than the sword, but if I hit him enough, he'll freeze. Where is my runes? I just saw them. $28,000 is enough that I don't want to just ignore them. God damn it. That attack seems really punishable. He just, like, freezes there for a minute afterwards. Not sure why I couldn't outrun it that time, when I could previously outrun it. Alright, so that didn't work out great. I could try lightning, but this weapon kind of sucks. I mostly just put lightning on it as an experiment, but so far it's not been a great weapon. Still, we'll try it just so I can say I've used it at least once on a boss. The weapon skill I put on this to give it lightning, though, is so fucking dumb. Like, this weapon already does less damage than the other two. Or three. Ugh. Rock shotgun. Yeah, I don't know. See, I can outrun it here, but when I tried to do it before, it didn't work. Also, something I've noticed that this game doesn't seem to have is tail cuts, where you could cut off the tails of any large enemy, like dragons that had tails, and then get a weapon out of it. There doesn't seem to be any of those in this. The problem I have with this whip as well is that for some reason it takes a shit ton of stamina Like, considering how light of a weapon it is very draining to do multiple attacks with the whip. Again, I didn't actually think I'd have that much trouble with this guy, considering that it took me like 2 attempts to beat the regular Fallingstar Beast. But this one seems to just have hugely buffed health as its advantage. Alright, well I know the claws aren't going to work because, again, don't think you can bleed a stone. So I guess we'll go back to Old Faithful and just keep trying it until it works. Also, there are a bunch of other status effect weapons in this game, aside from bleed or ice, but all of the other status effects seem pretty bad. Like, Scarlet Rot only works against... Oh, okay. I don't like the horse. I find the horse goes down way too easily, and you don't have iframes with the horse as far as I can tell. Like, there's no way to dodge through an attack with the horse. You can sometimes jump over them, sort of, but if you get hit, you're definitely losing your horse. I think I lost my runes that time. Yep, there goes the 28k. Not that hard to replace. God damn it. Every time I misjudge the range on that, and it just, like, ends up like the tip at their throat, but doesn't hit them. Yeah, see, it's doing like double damage the other weapons I was using, but it barely does a tick of his health. That's not an attack to roll away from. Man, I really don't like this charge because there's not really much you can do about it. You just have to avoid it. But you can't, like, get a follow-up attack in. Also, despite the fact that it looks like a grab attack, he just goes right through you, even if he hits you dead on. Whew. I mean, with Gelmir, I felt like I wasn't making any progress at all, and then we suddenly killed him, so I feel like that'll be a similar situation here. Maybe we should fight him on the horse, though. Oh, okay, he's sliding off. But yeah, for all of the maneuverability the horse gives you, it doesn't really keep you any safer, because if you get hit, you get knocked off the horse, and you have to just lie there. You can't roll out of that. So it leaves you way more vulnerable if you take a hit than if you're on the ground as just, you know, guy on foot. So unless the enemy is fast enough to warrant the horse, like when you fight the Dragon Tree Sentinel, then I don't think it's worth using with my build. Of course, if you can horse around and shoot magic at them, that's different. Gotta roll towards that, not away from it. Nope. Go ahead, do it a third time. Just to rub it in. Something I don't really know how to deal with is a lot of enemies they tend to have like this back step they do before they attack. So they'll attack, I'll go in to punish on the attack, and then they just jump backwards like 10 feet so that my attack leaves me standing there with my sword sticking out doing nothing. I'm really gonna open every time with this move. Oh, stunned him. That does okay damage. Not as much as I'd hoped, though, considering how little damage everything else does. Do I really want to risk this just jumping over his claw? Like that. See how he jumped backwards before doing this attack? Completely leaving me out of range. Okay, I'm starting to know how to avoid his moves now. Feels good every time you pull one of those off, though. One of the best parts of Sekiro, as well, is getting the stance break. Uh-oh. Okay, that looks like instant death. But it looks like now he's staying charged, which means he's probably going to have more gravity in his moves. I can get a second one in. There we go. I like how you don't actually stab him in the eyeball, but like right below it. So yeah, that's kind of the main ability of gravity magic, is it pulls stuff towards you. I think he looks even better with that particle effect. Again, I've mentioned before that the magic effects and stuff in this game look way better than in previous Souls games. Uh-oh. Oh, boy. Alright. I thought that was going to insta-kill me as soon as I got up, but I guess it just takes a big hit out of you. And then he slowly trots up to me. Alright. I hit him a tiny bit. Oh boy, he does have a grab. Well, at least he launched me away a little bit. I don't know how to avoid this, but it seemed to work out there. Again, I hit him, but he didn't seem to take very much damage. He didn't take full damage from that. Fuck. Oh, that was such a good one, too. But this arena does fuck up some of my swings. Where I think I'm going to hit him, and then I get stuck on, like, a ridge on the ground and do just part of my damage. Okay. Confident we can beat him now. We've kind of seen his full measure, seen his full set of moves. So hopefully that should be enough to be able to handle him now. And then I get killed by the most basic bitch shit. Killed by a lump of gravel. Alright. Hopefully this doesn't take another 15 attempts before we get a decent one. But yeah, this is kind of Souls bosses, and like I said before, this is not a boss I have to fight. You can literally just run past him to get to the rest of this area. He is here just to offer you an optional challenge. And he'll probably only drop something I can't use, like gravity magic. If it wasn't for that attack, I'd say that it's safest to stay close to him. Though as you saw there, I could actually just roll through that attack. Yep, let me just teleport into the rock so I can get the crit. How does that keep missing? It keeps stabbing through him with that follow-up. I think he actually has iframes in his recovery. Okay, you need to get away from the edge because that's where it starts getting weird. Really? He sticks his fucking mouth in the ground and that hits you? I got greedy there, though. I was trying to do jump attacks when he passed by because those will build up stagger as well if you hit him in midair. But I think it's better to just avoid that attack, much as I would love to get some damage in. Also, I don't actually need to heal at half health, but oh, come on, really? 2 in a row? Never mind, he just did 1 that time. I was gonna say, I don't really think I'm safe enough with half health to not heal. Because of how much damage some of his attacks do. Alright, well eventually I'll actually get to hit him again, instead of just dying instantly. I would say that he might actually be, based on that tooltip, a decent boss to use guard counters on, because he doesn't have a lot of back-to-back attacks, but I'm pretty sure at least one of his attacks will be enough to break my shield guard if I block. Oh, he didn't charge for once. He's just gonna throw gravel at me instead. And then he did it anyway. What? He kind of got stuck and he's like, well, this is not working. So I'm not sure what he would actually be weak against then, because we've kind of tried a little bit of everything, except Holy and, I guess Gravity I didn't try either. I have one weapon with a Gravity ability on it, but it's not a very good weapon, so it's not even worth using here. I think it's the Naginata, which is a bleed weapon as well. He just did half of my horse's health in a single hit. God, stop jumping away from me when I'm trying to swing. Okay, I rolled that time and still got hit. Midway through, okay. Fucking too close to the edge, so he instantly turned around. Yep. Ground made me stab over his back. I rolled over his tail that time. Like, right up to him. Fucking hell. He's making it really hard to land anything on him. Oops. Got a little too close to the edge, it turns out. And it's funny, because as I was doing that, I was like, oh, I'm not going to have enough space to actually avoid the attack. I'm going to run up to the edge and get hit by it. And I just kept going. Oh, Fallingstar Beast. Why did you turn out to actually be difficult? I'm glad I didn't put this guy in the adventure, because he was going to be in the next adventure video as well, because I thought he would be shorter. Okay, did a fourth charge. Gotta have a little bit of unreliability in there. Come on. He keeps fucking backing up when I do that. See, I'm not getting enough consecutive attacks to actually stagger him, because he keeps fucking getting away from me. Too early. Okay, so if the terrain messes up his charge, he just immediately does it again. God damn it. I would love to hit him. If only he would let me. Look how far he just jumped away. That's like 5 times the length of my sword. That gap he made. Gotta get my magic back so that I can use another thrust. I've used almost all of my healing, and I've barely done a quarter of his health. Yeah, see, he has iframes there. Got stuck under his tail. Really wish I could hit him during this. And he always ends the attack far enough away that I can't even hit him after he does it. And he doesn't even get to do his fancy gravity shit until you get him down to like half health. Yep. Wasn't even close to any of the rocks, but that still does full damage regardless. And that's it. Out of healing, he's still at half health. Basically done nothing to him. I am actually curious, though. I haven't really tested this thoroughly, but it feels like you get more iframes if you do a double roll. Like, instead of invincibility period, vulnerable period, invincibility period, if you roll twice, it feels like you just have a slightly longer combined invincibility period. So I don't know if that's the way to avoid some of that stuff. Guaranteed. At the price of stamina. Yep. Thanks, Torrent. Thanks for being such a useful mechanic. Of all the stuff they changed in Elden Ring, or added to the Souls formula, I'm the least a fan of the mounted stuff. Like, sure, it's great for exploring around, or just ignoring fights, but the mounted combat, and the way that works with getting hit, just does not feel fun. I really wish you could upgrade Torrent's health somehow, so that he doesn't die in, like, 2 hits. Though I should mention, like, he's not dying there when I get knocked off. Cool. I can't even get into this arena now without dying. He's not dying. It's, if you take enough damage at once, it basically stance breaks the horse, and he throws you off, and you have to resummon him. But he can also die completely, and then you have to spend one of your heals in order to revive him. I just want to get off the horse. God damn it. He's gonna fucking throw me off the cliff. Like, seriously, the tip of my blade is, like, stopping at his throat from that distance. That's actually a really good attack for getting up in on him and getting a hit. Thankfully, unlike the old games, AoE attacks like that do not automatically hit you when you're rolling, so you can just roll through them. God, that fucking gravel attack. Every time I think he's just doing a regular attack, and it's actually the gravel throw. Yep, 2 rolls is not enough to get out of that. I don't know why I'm having so much trouble avoiding that lunge now, that jump attack. What? Did his leg hit me? I don't know what I could do better here. I could change my talisman because I realized this whole time I've had the extra souls or extra runes talisman equipped, which is fine for farming, but not really that useful for something like this. This one's okay, but not for what I'm trying to do here. I guess I could do the charge attack boost, but I don't know if that actually increases the posture damage it does. This just gives me a little more HP, which wouldn't help because it's not enough to survive a 3rd hit. This is okay. I don't really know what this does. I guess it just gives me a flat defense boost to all of the non-magic shit, which might be helpful here. I don't know, most of the talismans don't actually seem to boost stats enough to be worth equipping those ones over just, like, getting health back from crits and stuff like that. The ones that have active effects rather than passive boosts. I just hit his fucking tail. That was great. And totally accidental. I don't know why I hesitated to go up on him when he was doing his charge. That would have been a perfect opportunity to get another hit in. Oh boy. I like that he fires you away at the end. Okay, so hitting him in the face actually does do more damage than hitting him elsewhere. If I was more confident, I would try doing an impaling thrust right to the face when he's charging like that, but I'm not. God damn it. If one of those hits you, you no longer seem like you're able to dodge the rest because, you know, as you're recovering from it, you get hit by the next one, and then the finisher. I wish I could pull off that tail move on purpose, but I'm not good enough at the timing that I would actually be able to do that. Alright, starting to get tired of you, boss. I'd like to finish this. We've only seen his second phase once in this entire time. Yep, try to get greedy on that one. Overconfident. He almost just went off the edge himself. Unfortunately, they've made it so you can no longer kill bosses by just letting them jump off of cliffs. There's always an invisible wall for them. And if they were to go off, they would just teleport back into the arena. Because it used to be like, in the original Dark Souls, you know, you could get something like the gargoyles to actually fall off the cliff or jump off. I don't know if that did more stagger damage because I hit him in the face, but felt like it did. I don't know why that one hit me. Ouch. Okay, those can still hit you after the fucking thing's already triggered. Good to know. Ouch. God damn. It's so hard to get close to him. Like, I feel like I'm spending most of this fight on the defensive because he just constantly switches to a new attack. Oh, this is the other one. I thought this was the regular one. That's gonna kill me. Gotta love how you think you've survived an attack because you haven't heard the death sound yet, and then the death sound plays after the end of the animation where it's like, oh no, actually you're dead. You thought you survived with the sliver, but no, fuck you. Oh, Fallingstar Beast. Maybe I was too hasty in assuming I could beat you easily at this point in the game. Or maybe I'm just doing something completely wrong that would make this way easier. Never assume that an attack like that is going to miss you, because it won't. It will definitely hit you. Honestly, jumping and stabbing in the head worked a lot better on the dragon, so it might work here too. I'm going to fall off the cliff. Okay, so you can't... That one you can't roll the way you can with the one he triggers on himself, because those continue to do damage after they appear. Which is a little bullshit that those attacks are not consistent with each other. Oh boy. It's gonna be like an hour-long video, isn't it? But this is kind of Souls. Sometimes you just have to keep bashing your head against a boss until you beat them, if you want to beat them. Yep, got hit by his butt. His fucking spiky butt. I'm getting worse. We're hitting that point where I just get worse. Remember when I could actually dodge attacks? That feels like so long ago. These rocks at the edge of the arena really do fuck both of our attacks up. I wonder if that's a counter specifically for when you attack his head. I'm not even hitting his head. Like, I'm trying to hit his head, but I keep fucking hitting his, like, neck, which is not any weaker. I hit his tail again. Okay, wait, and then that should actually hit. I think hitting his tail also does more damage. Because it's not as thick and durable as his hide. What? Just one? Crap. It's a little harder to tell the borders of that attack is, too. doing okay. I appreciate that he at least doesn't seem to have added a bunch of gravity attacks to his normal combos. And that this doesn't seem to be a stronger attack now. I almost took damage by running into that. Really? I was already standing in his body when he started the charge. Oh, that's gonna miss. Really should have used this earlier. So I can take basically one hit without taking much damage. But the other thing it does is boost my stamina regen. Is he actually stronger now? It seemed like that did less damage when I hit his body. The beam. I don't know what to do about this beam. I think I just rolled through it. And I'm out of healing. Man, he has so much health that this fight takes a long time when it's going well. Like, sure, I can get killed right away, but I don't seem to be able to speed up because of how much he dodges around. It's gonna be funny if this ends up being the longest boss fights out of all of Elden Ring. Like, not just the ones I've already done, because obviously this is already the longest of the ones I've already done, but of all the ones I do after this as well. If I do more, I don't know. I'm at a point where I don't really have that many more bosses to find that aren't the main bosses. I kind of need to unlock new areas first. I wish I could pull this off more often, but that requires me to get enough consecutive hits to actually stun him. Ooh, that did some good damage to hit him in the head. But yeah, you can't target the head, unlike some other enemies, so that makes it tougher to focus on him. Like the dragons, you can target their head specifically. Alright, well, we're doing okay this time. Ah, got hit by shrapnel. This attack is actually very generous for letting you heal. Like, it's such a long wind-up when he turns. Again, he only did one. Crap. I got stuck on this little ridge right here that you can't walk up. It was going so well, too. I was like, oh, I'm actually managing to knock his health down pretty quick. But the real way to do that is to hit him in the head with charge attacks. I'm sure there's going to be one person who watches this and like, why don't you just fucking use the horse? And I feel like I've already adequately explained why I'm not using the fucking horse. God damn it. That's what happens when you get impatient. You run into stupid attacks like that. Got stuck on a rock. God damn it. Fucking rocks. Proof that terrain actually does play into deciding a fight in this game. Like, the flattest ground would be to fight him right here in the middle of the crater, but that also means that there's no chance of his attacks missing just by going over my head. Why do I keep rolling into that? He doesn't actually have an attack where he just attacks the ground. Except for the one where he charges and then gets stuck for a second. That one. It sounded like it hit his tail, but it didn't do any damage. Really? Those went over my head, still did full damage. Well, I hit him in the head that time. I was hoping I could roll through this one still. Yeah, that's dead. Because I thought originally that was his regular attack, but then when I realized he was doing the big gravity, I was like, well, there's no escaping it now. I might as well see if I can roll through it. Answer is no. If you're in that field, you're going to get hit. And if you're not at full health, you're probably going to die. In fact, if you don't have as much health as me, you're probably going to die in one hit. Because I have decently high vitality. I wonder how many people have actually had trouble with this boss, because I feel like this is one that people would not get stuck on. And yet, here I am, stuck. But stuck by my own volition, like I could just leave. I don't have to beat him. There is no benefit to beating him, except if there's a boss in a Souls game, you gotta beat him. The whole point is to, like, beat the bosses in this game, pretty much. Oh, got him. Still tried to get greedy on that. Wow, 2 in a row missed. Now I'm gonna have to use one of my mana potions. It's a nice thing to know, and I didn't learn this until like 40 hours in, that if you hold down on the D-pad, it'll switch to the first item in your quick slots, which is, for most people, their healing potion. So that way you don't have to scroll through all of them to get back to heal. I think he might be at the point where he's going to go into gravity mode. Yep, so this is where we run away. But I mean, at least that attack has a really long wind-up to tell you, yes, I am using this attack. You should basically run. I think the reason that attack has such a long recovery is because it's his grab attack. I wasn't actually sure what that attack was that he keeps missing with. Should hit him there. I almost rolled into that. Fucking hell, I always roll into the tail when I try to get away from that. I gotta roll towards him on the last hit. It's counterintuitive. Alright, the beam. I guess I just, well, I was gonna say roll under the beam, but I kind of rolled into it. Uh-oh. I bet that still does just as much damage if you get close to it while it's still going. Alright. Got tapped by his toe and it killed me, basically. I have no health left. Oh my god. This is like taking 10 minutes per attempt when I get him down to that much. Like, he's staggerable, but it takes so long to get the hits on him because he's just fucking always moving. And this is one of my longest weapons that isn't a spear. So it's not like I'm using something dinky in short range, and that's why it's hard to hit him. Alright, let's be lame and see how many hits I can get on him with just the fucking horse. See if I can save some of my fucking healing. I hate that this is working. But of course, if he hits me once on the horse, then I'm gonna flat out on my back, on the ground, and he's gonna fucking finish me. Also, you cannot do stagger punishes like this on horseback. You have to jump off. Alright, well, horse soften plan actually worked. Got him down to gravity phase very quickly. Finally avoided that. Ugh. Goddamn pebbles. I don't really know, like, it seems like he can't go up or down with this, so as long as we're not on his level, he can't hit me. I hope. That's death. Yep, and I died with 9 flasks. Because it doesn't matter how many you have if you don't have the health to use them. Alright, so maybe we stick with the horse. Maybe I should have tried that sooner, but like, getting clipped by his charge kept one-shotting my horse. Or one-shot staggering my horse. And he always starts with this attack, so that's why I was like, we're just gonna get hit by this if I keep doing that. But I'm basically only using heavy attacks here. How did I take more damage there than the horse? Oh, yep, there it goes. And I can't move, can't roll, can't do anything because my horse got knocked down. So that's the downside to using the horse. But I'm getting kind of desperate, and I'll take anything at this point. Because I feel like I've literally been doing this video for an hour. When I expected it to take maybe 20 minutes, if he gave me trouble. He's not a very complicated boss. He's just one of those ones that has a bajillion health and hits really hard. So any kind of impatient mistake will punish you heavily. Love how he can go from aiming behind him to aiming to his side with that stomp. I think I could actually be getting a free attack in there before I do the plunge. wish you would do this attack more. It's easy to punish. Dead. It's like, I think to some degree you can mash buttons to take less damage from a grab, but when you're at half health, that doesn't matter. You have to actually have some health left to survive one of those. At least I'm getting a little more reliable about getting those hits. I feel like I said that before like 20 minutes ago. Yeah, see, I can get a free hit and then do this. And that's like an extra 400 damage. I really should use my physic just to get the extra stamina. But finding a time when I won't get hit, and I almost just fell off the cliff, is the tough part. I need to get away from this cliff ASAP. Pop up, since we're doing okay on healing right now. I don't want to say anything positive, because I feel like anytime I say something positive, things go badly. Positivity is dangerous. Okay, I think I'm below him. Oh, okay. He can aim down, but only sometimes. So I don't know what to do in that situation. Uh-oh. I might survive this. Nope. Because even when he switches to gravity mode, he still does the charge AoE on himself, the smaller one. But I keep mixing the two up, and then by the time he does the foot stomp to show that, yes, I am doing my big gravity attack, I'm kind of too late to escape it. But if I was on a horse, that would be different. Yeah, there's almost all of my horse's health. I still think this thing is cool looking, but I'm kind of over actually fighting it at this point. I just want it to be done so I never have to do it again. And hopefully there isn't another Fallingstar Beast later that's even stronger, like an Elder Fallingstar Beast. I wonder if it does more damage to do that. I rolled full force into that. That attack is annoying because he goes for you with his jaws, but if the shoulder hits you, it still does full damage. It's his I turned into a giant hitbox attack. I almost got fucking grabbed a second ago. Now imagine this fight with the stuttering that I had before, every like 2 minutes. That's fine. I don't actually need to hit you. I can just stuck standing here swinging my sword at the air, I guess. How? How does that just go through his eye? My hand is legitimately getting sore from this fight. And there's not even a moment of cooldown after that big attack. He just immediately launches into another attack. Even Sekiro had pretty obvious attack windows. See, that was the one where I could have punished him, but I didn't want to mix it up with the other one. Alright. His horn was clipped into the ground, still hit me, of course. I don't think I could avoid this one. Oh, there we go. Not that it mattered, because that was my last heal. And he is not close to dead. And I am very dead. I might have to give up. I might have to just delete this video and say it's not worth it. And never play this fight again. Because I did not expect this kind of trouble from Fallingstar Beast. He's just a beast. You know, he's not even a man or a demigod or anything like that. He's just a big rock monster. He's a big rock monster that I have no good weapon against. Because I think that blunt damage would actually still hit him pretty hard, but there's not exactly any blunt dex weapons as far as I know. Except maybe those skulls on a stick. How many times am I going to fall for that? I think every single time is the answer. I'm going to put a death counter at the end of this. I wanted to know how many times it took me. Because I think we're about 35 now? Maybe higher? More deaths than my entire Alien Isolation run, that's for sure. I think I'm going to add that to video game things that I generally dislike. Bosses who start the fight with every time with the same attack. Because that's just like tedium at that point. You have to keep seeing it, you have to keep dodging it every time. If you get lazy, then you're going to get hit by it. But it gets boring to have to dodge it every time. Thought I was dodging. I was not dodging, I was just running. Keep waiting for that stagger, and it's not coming. Still hasn't hit it. Still hasn't staggered. Finally. Jesus, I thought he was going to get all the way to gravity phase without staggering. And I swiped right under him. Of course. Can't even get an opportunity in there, and I get hit by that shit. I love every time I go to do a charge attack and he just fucking stomps over it. big one. Man, I'm actually really glad he doesn't have any other fancy gravity attacks, because holy shit. Just with this one, he's giving me enough business that I can't deal with. Alright, I sort of messed that up, but it did pretty good damage, so it's okay. Are you fucking kidding me, Ledge? And now I don't have enough fucking mana anyway to do it. Gotta get low. Not low enough. God, that attack sucks. I don't know what the smart direction to run would be for that. Well, at least I'll survive this one hit. Oh, we almost got down to full. And one more fucking hit would have staggered him. I think I need to never take chances with the gravity attack when he's in gravity mode, because that's the one where I keep taking so much damage from thinking, okay, I can just dodge through this one because it's not the big one, and then it's the big one and it's too late to get away. Just always assume it's the big one when he's in that mode. Because otherwise I would have had enough health left to finish him off there if I didn't get hit by that gravity attack. I didn't even mean to do that, I just wanted to do a regular poke. Yeah, it's just stabbing him in the eye seems to do a lot more damage than actually doing the stagger attack. And this weapon has boosted crit as well. Like, it does more than just the regular crit damage. There is a dagger that actually does higher, but I think I have to upgrade it all the way, and then I would essentially keep that in the hand that I can switch to just for the crits. Ow. It's okay, I can survive this. As long as I have time to get up and heal, and I just wasted one of my heals because I panicked healed, thinking that he wasn't going to do it. But again, you have to remember that this game queues up actions. So if you are on the ground and you press roll and then heal, you will stand up, roll, and then heal. Why? Why did he stop running and go back to targeting? I was holding B, facing away, and then he's like, actually, I'm just going to stare at the monster instead. Also, you actually can't just do regular attacks after that. You have to do a heavy attack first, or you'll automatically do the crit. Are you kidding me? I guess I'll heal. This is making me wish that this game had the Monster Hunter thing, where certain attacks hitting an enemy during them would actually stagger them. Oh boy. Okay, you can outrun that. He's just kind of exhausting to fight, honestly. You just have to constantly be moving and chasing and trying to punish, and it's tiring me out in ways that other bosses don't. And I'm out of healing again. He seems like he's worse at turning in this mode. Oh, fuck. I know what's coming every time, and yet I'm never ready for it. There is no way anyone is still watching this. No one is invested in this. Everybody left because they're like, holy shit, this guy sucks. And I do. I do suck at this. Clearly. Some bosses are just not my forte. Again, I think a good example I like to bring up is from the first Dark Souls, specifically the DLC. A lot of people had trouble with Artorias. Like, he was their boss that they got stuck on in that DLC, and I never had trouble with him. But then I get to Manos, and I'm going to roll off the edge here. I get to Manos, and he just destroys me. And I feel like people had less trouble with Manos. Alright, I'm just gonna jump off the cliff. This one's not worth even attempting. Because using up 2 heals before I've even got a single hit on him, that's like, give up and try again. I think I've been going at this for like an hour and 20 minutes. The only thing keeping me going is the fact that I'm a stubborn asshole, and I don't like to say that I surrender. Especially not to a big fucking rock monster. Yep, gotta do this again every time. Good waste of 20 seconds at the start of the fight. And I still get hit by it. I think that does better damage. You do one heavy attack and then you just poke. How did that not kill me? Yeah, some of these turns he's really bad at doing, and then other times he has no trouble at all at turning. I need you to get away from the edge, sir. Nope. Not this time. That pair of attacks right there is also a good place to get hits in. Crap. God damn, those rocks have longer range than they should. Okay, I need to get low. I cannot believe I didn't get hit there. I got stuck on a tiny ledge. Can't hit you when he's low down like that. Second tail attack? No. Oh my god, I'm right at the edge of the fucking effect. Oh man. I could say I'm not having fun anymore, but that's not the point of a Souls game. That's a joke. It is. Believe it or not, people do actually enjoy doing this. It's not like, oh, why even play the game if you're not having fun? It's the winning that's fun. Unlike a typical multiplayer game, here, the winning is the part you're looking forward to. Unless you're one of those cringy nerds who only plays multiplayer games if you're gonna win. But winning should not be the point, it should be having fun. But here, like, what you're aiming for is that serotonin rush when you finally beat something that's been giving you so much trouble. You know, kind of getting stuck is part of the intended design in order to have that moment. You have to set it up, because if it just gives it to you, then you're not going to get that rush. Yep, this is another case where it's not worth continuing. For your sake and mine, I'm just going to kill myself if I think I'm not going to win. Saves us some time. Getting all the way down to, like, star, and then not having any healing left and dying. Many, many days passed as the Tarnished threw themselves at the beast, since time kind of goes forward a little bit every time you die. Oh, fuck. Lost my lock. Lost my lock. Where is he? Can't find him. Dead. And even if I wasn't dead, dead. Because I would have got off the cliff. I was actually waiting for that to happen, like this whole fight, is that one of the times he would just launch me off the cliff. But I generally don't have enough health left when I get grabbed for that to happen. Hey, maybe somebody's just watching this video, like one person who's left at this point is watching it in another tab and just listening, so congrats to you if you are that one person. I'm noticing that if I'm out of stamina and I try to roll, it just uses up the stamina that's recharging without actually rolling. Yeah, so specifically, it seems that piercing damage to the head does a lot of damage. Not slashing. I guess because you're stabbing the eye. You might have noticed I'm not really using any regular attacks for most of this fight. I'm noticing if you get hit by the middle of his head, it doesn't seem to damage you right away. But I don't feel safe enough about that to just keep doing it. The number of attacks he has where his body just moves out of range of my swing, like he either goes over it, or under it, or around it, is ridiculous. But that's specific to this thing because of its animations. I don't know why I can't dodge that attack anymore. Fucking rocks. Look at this. I'm like at the absolute edge of that attack. Yep. You can keep mashing roll, but you're not going to roll if it doesn't want to let you roll. Last attempt. If this doesn't work, then I'm just going to delete the video and record this again later. Because I am done with Fallingstar Beast. Wow, that was real generous to get those hits and then still get that. Alright. We're doing slightly homicidal, no regard for my safety mode. God damn it. Not this time. I'm not even risking it. So not completely disregard for my safety, just mostly. Alright. Is this it? Is this finally it? Oh. Fucking hell. And it's only worth 20,000 runes. I got a Somber Smithing Stone 6, which is actually useful. Because I ran out of those, and I need those to level up my magic weapons. But only 20,000 runes, man. And regular smithing stone sticks, which, whatever. Fallingstar Beast Jaw. Okay, that's actually a weapon. Oh, you're not allowed to look at your stuff while you're lying down. I can look at it here, though. Weapons. I think it's a greatsword. I don't know what category of greatsword it would be. Maybe it's an axe. Not these. Omen Killer. Gargoyle's Great Axe. There it is. Part of a Fallingstar Beast's jaw. Hard and shining black, fashioned into a weapon. With its sharp point, this colossal weapon can skewer foes. Gravity Bolt. Imbue the jaw of Fallingstar Beast with gravitational lightning, sending a bolt crashing down a short distance away. Can be fired in rapid succession. Seems decent, but it looks like it is a... Well, I guess it's a strength dex int weapon, but it requires 34 strength and 20 int, so it's a magic greatsword-ish thing. I mean, the colossal weapons seem to be like a vague category of their own. I guess they're just kind of big clubs. Also the pizza cutter. Alright, well that's it. We beat the Fallingstar Beast after extremely long. I did not expect it to take that long. But it feels good that I killed him, even though he's kind of worthless to me, because it's one less boss I will have to come back for. So thank you for joining me, whoever is left, if anyone, probably not. And let me know if you made it to the end of the video, because I'm actually curious. Legitimately curious if anyone had the patience for that bullshit. But thanks for joining me, and I'll see you around.